in the series Homeopathic Prescription in the Pathological Changes. Today I am going to discuss the gastrological symptoms during the pathological illness. Here in the digestive system, the acid produces the gas. And gas being lighter goes up or anywhere in the body. Here the acidic food that produces the gas. So those who have acidic more in the body, it requires the alkalic food. The gas formation that cause the fluctuance of the gas being one of the three stages of matter, and it produces of acid in the stomach and the intestine. The removal of the gas is the removal of the consequence. If the gas is less, illness is less. So it requires immediate treatment and it has to go to expel the gas. When the quantity of the gas is increasing, it produces the pressure symptoms. Operation to the heart. When the gas is more quantity, it presses the diaphragm up and causes the discomfort, condition, oppression, the heart regions. It shows the symptoms like the chest pain, ghabramana, or discomfort, palpitations, tachycardia, anxiety, fear of death, symptoms like the acute angina. Here, there may be the BP is high, breathlessness, fear of death, and anxiety. Now, in this stage, the amyl nitrate, either smell it or give in 6 or 30 for the cardiac ischemia. Ignatia that comes to cover up the nervous state. Cactus tea, it stimulates the heart and the pain. So, as here the condition is very serious, immediate prescription is needed. For the expulsions of the gas, the Cuprum met and the Ferrum met, whether give internally or externally touch around the umbilicus on the abdomen, it will expel the gas immediately. Here we find the sensations of the splinters when the gas is not coming out properly, a pluck sensations in the throat, the choking sensations in the throat. Here, the hyoscyamus and the argenticum nitricum are very useful to remove the choking sensations. If there is rumbling in the abdomen, the gas produces the rumbling, gumi, in the abdomen, and here the medicine that comes hyoscyamus. The alkaline and acid reaction in the body that complain due to the pith, acid dyspepsia, gas, flatulence, bitter vomiting, hard lump in the abdomen, around the umbilicus, upper or the lower abdomens. Here, the Abies nigra and the arsenic are of useful. Sometimes patient complains of the abdominal colic, acid colic. Here the Macphos, Natrumphos, Colocins, they are of useful. Sometimes the patient complains of the gastric headache, with or without the vomiting. Here the belladonna, sanguinaria, iris V are of usefulness. Sometimes that gas causes a nasal congestion, complaints of the snuffle. Here, the Formica rufa, Lamina minor, Hapersulf, Calisulf, Sambucus are of useful. Sometimes the gastric catera, that complains the upper respiratory complaints, that is cold, catera, coryza, snuffles and headaches. Now, in this series, here the constitutional medicines are keep in mind. Some trials like the China, Carbovage and the Lyco, Sulfol, Calcarea and the Lyco, Nux pulsatilla and Calibich, Tuberculinum and the Sorinum are also useful. The Sinicifiga that comes in the gastric headache, Gelsemium that comes in the occipital headache. Sometimes, due to the gas, there is paralytic state is there. Here, the pains, colics, nausea, and vomiting. In such stage, the Colophyllum, Colocin, Causticum, Magmur, Magcarp, Dioscorea, Belladonna, Ignatia are very useful. So, this is about the digestive problem that cause in the pathological state. This remedy may be useful very well. Thank you. I think this will help you. Next lectures we'll see about the suppurations. Thanks.